Hi, everyone, and welcome to Motion English Podcast. Today's episode will sharpen both your listening and your speaking at the same time. We're tackling a topic that excites almost every learner: how to speak English the way a native speaker does. We'll explore rhythm, flow, and the natural expressions that give English its smooth, confident sound. Whether you're chatting casually, sharing your thoughts, or sitting in a professional meeting, sounding native is a goal so many learners chase. By the end of this episode, you'll pick up techniques, practice drills, and real-life examples that help you sound more fluent and natural. Before we dive in, subscribe to Motion English Podcast and turn on notifications if you'd like more episodes like this one. Now get comfortable, get ready to practice along with me, and let's start this journey toward native-like English. When people picture speaking English like a native, they usually think first about accent. Many learners assume they need to copy an American or British sound exactly to be considered fluent. But sounding native isn't really about accent, it's about rhythm, natural expressions, intonation, and the confidence to actually use English in real situations. Listen closely to a native speaker and you'll notice their speech moves like music. Some words hit hard, others fade softly, and their sentences naturally rise and fall. That's what gives English its living quality. And here's the good part: you can train your ear and your mouth to pick up this same rhythm one step at a time. Let's start simple. Picture greeting a friend in the morning. A native speaker might say, "Hey, how's it going?" Notice they don't pronounce every word slowly and separately. "How is it going?" turns into "how's it going?" The is vanishes. And the final G in going softens. This is connected speech. It's not laziness, it's efficiency and flow. Once you start using these small shortcuts, your English will instantly sound more natural. Let's practice. First, say it slowly: "How is it going?" Now a bit quicker: "How's it going?" And now, just like a native would say it: "How's it going?" Can you feel your mouth relaxing as the words blend together? That small shift is one of the real secrets to sounding native. Intonation matters just as much. This is how your voice rises and falls as you speak. When a native speaker asks a yes or no question like, "Are you ready?" their pitch climbs at the end. Try it: "Are you ready?" Now compare that to a statement: "I am ready." The pitch drops naturally at the end. Intonation tells listeners whether you're asking, stating, or expressing surprise, even before they process the actual words. Here's a quick drill: repeat these with the right pitch. First, "Do you like pizza?" Voice rising at the end. Now, "I like pizza." Voice falling gently. Nice work. These tiny details already push your English toward sounding more natural and expressive. Contractions are another native habit. Instead of "I am going to the store," people say "I'm going to the store." Instead of "She is my friend," it's "She's my friend." Instead of "They are not here," it's "They're not here" or "aren't here." Contractions speed things up and appear in nearly every casual exchange. Try these: "I'm happy." "She's late." "We're ready." "They're coming." Now in a mini exchange: "I'm hungry." "Really?" "I'm not." "She's cooking dinner." "We're going to eat soon." Hear how natural that sounds? That's genuinely how native speakers talk day to day. But sounding native isn't only about grammar shortcuts. Culture plays a role too. When someone asks, "How are you?" many learners reply, "I am fine, thank you." That's grammatically fine, but it's not how most natives respond casually. They're more likely to say, "I'm good, thanks, how about you?" Or even more relaxed, "Doing okay, what about you?" Let's role play. I'll ask, "How are you?" and you answer, "I'm good, thanks, how about you?" Ready? "How are you?" Nice, now say it once more, even more naturally. Practicing real exchanges like this is one of the quickest paths to an authentic sounding response. Now let's talk about filler words. Natives often toss in small words like "well," "you know," "actually," or "like," just to buy themselves thinking time. They're not essential to meaning, but they're part of natural conversation. Instead of a flat "I don't know," someone might say, "Well, I don't really know, you know," or "Actually, I'm not sure." Practice these: "Well, I think so." "Actually, I don't know, you know." It's kind of difficult, like "That's amazing." Just don't overuse them, use sparingly, they make your speech sound like real conversation. Next up, shadowing. This means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say at almost the exact same moment, like an echo. It trains your ear and mouth to work together and builds pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence all at once. Watch a short clip, pause after each line, then repeat it with the same intonation. Over time, your speech naturally picks up that native flow. Let's try it now. I'll say a line, you repeat right after. "What are you doing later?" Again, "What are you doing later?" Now faster, just like a native. Whatcha doing later? Great, this simple exercise pushes your fluency up a level. Now, reduction, shortening, or blending words when speaking fast. Going to becomes gonna, want to becomes wanna, give me becomes gimme. These aren't formal, but they're everywhere in daily speech. Try these. I'm gonna watch a movie. Do you want to come with me? Can you give me a hand? I gotta go now. Notice how much smoother that sounds. These reductions help you speak faster and more naturally, the way natives actually do. Before we move on, try a short self-practice exercise. Picture a simple conversation, maybe about dinner plans or your day, and try weaving in contractions, reductions, fillers, and natural intonation. For example, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'm gonna grab dinner with Sarah. Oh yeah, I wanna come too. Sure, give me a call later. Doesn't that flow so much better? The more you rehearse this way, the more comfortable it'll feel, and step by step, your English will start sounding like a native's. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about sounding natural, confident, and at ease. Getting to that native-sounding stage takes patience and daily effort. Nobody wakes up fluent overnight. It builds gradually through repetition, listening, and actively using the language. The more natural English you expose yourself to, the more your brain soaks up not just words but rhythm, emotion, and cultural style too. Listening is one of the most powerful tools here. Careful listening helps you catch details that written English simply doesn't show. Take did you eat yet? In fast, casual speech it often comes out as jeet yet. The words blur together so much a learner might think it's a totally different phrase, but once you tune your ear, you'll start recognizing these patterns and eventually using them yourself. Let's practice blended speech. Slowly first, did you eat yet? Now the native version, jeet yet, try it, jeet yet. Another one slowly, what are you doing? Fast, whatcha doing? Try it. Whatcha doing? One more, don't you know? Becomes don'tcha know? Try it, don'tcha know. These little shifts are completely normal in everyday English. And practicing them helps you sound far more authentic. Natural responses matter too. Many learners memorize long, formal answers, but natives usually reply with short, simple phrases that keep things moving. If someone asks, do you want to grab coffee later? A native might just say, sure, sounds good, or yeah, why not? Let's practice. Do you want to watch a movie tonight? You could answer, yeah, sounds good. Next, are you ready to go? Try almost just a sec. Last one, do you like this song? Answer with, yeah. It's pretty good. These quick, casual replies are everyday English, and the more you use them, the more natural you'll sound. Pronunciation deserves attention too. You don't need a flawless American or British accent, but clarity on common sounds matters. The TH sound in words like think and this trips up a lot of learners, yet natives use it constantly. Practice the sharper TH, put your tongue gently between your teeth and blow air out. Think, thank, 30, thunder, now the softer voice TH where your tongue lightly touches your teeth, this, that, those, these, the more you rehearse these sounds, the more natural your English becomes. Word stress is another big factor. English is stress-timed, some syllables land heavier than others. Take banana, the stress falls on the middle syllable, banana. Get the stress wrong and even correct pronunciation can sound off. Try these PH autograph. Now, photographer, notice how the stress shifts as the word grows longer. Another example, record as a noun versus record as a verb. Try I bought a new record. I want to record a song. Paying attention to stress makes your English flow much more like a native's. Let's shift into everyday dialogue practice. Imagine meeting a friend for lunch. Hey, what's up? Not much, just got here. Cool, did you order yet? Not yet, I was waiting for you. Okay. Let's get something to eat. Notice how short and natural those lines are. Real conversations aren't long, polished textbook sentences, they're quick, friendly, and connected. Let's practice it together, me as person A, you as person B. Hey, what's up? You answer, not much, just got here. I say, cool, did you order yet? You reply, not yet, I was waiting for you. Now try that whole exchange once more. A bit faster, that back and forth rhythm is exactly how natives talk. Learning idioms is another shortcut to sounding native. Instead of I am very tired, you might say I'm beat. Instead of it's easy, try it's a piece of cake. Instead of I don't understand, say I don't get it. Practice. I'm beat, it's a piece of cake. I don't get it, I'm all ears. Break a leg, now in short sentences. I studied all night, I'm beat. This homework is a piece of cake, sorry. I don't get it, can you explain again? I'm all ears, tell me your idea. You have a test tomorrow. Break a leg, the more idioms you know and actually use, the more fluent and natural your conversations will feel. Let's do a short shadowing dialogue. Hey, how was your weekend? It was great, I went hiking. Really, that sounds fun. Yeah, it was a piece of cake. Notice how naturally the idiom slots in. Shadow the whole exchange with me once more, matching the rhythm and tone. Now try speaking for 1 full minute without stopping. Pick something simple, what you did yesterday or your plans for tomorrow. Don't worry about mistakes, focus on flowing smoothly, using contractions, reductions, and maybe an idiom or two. The goal is training your mouth and mind to keep moving in English, just like a native speaker would. Fluency isn't about perfect speech, it's about natural, confident, fearless speech. Keep practicing these steps, and little by little, you'll sound more and more like a native. When learners talk about sounding native, confidence almost always comes up. Many already have enough vocabulary and grammar, but they hesitate, pause too often, or second-guess themselves, and that hesitation is what breaks the natural flow. Native speakers, even when they slip up, keep talking smoothly and confidently. That's why confidence matters just as much as vocabulary or pronunciation. Say you forget the word umbrella. Instead of freezing, a native speaker finds another way to explain it, that thing you use when it rains. The listener understands right away. This is paraphrasing, and it's one of the most powerful fluency tools out there. Let's practice. Forgot the word calculator. Try, it's the small machine we use to add numbers. Forgot fridge. Try, it's the cold box in the kitchen where we keep food. See how paraphrasing keeps the conversation flowing? Natives do this constantly, and it makes you sound confident and natural. Natural timing and pauses matter too. Natives don't rush through every sentence, they pause to add emphasis or build interest. Listen, I wanted to tell you that I finally got the job. That small pause adds flow and drama. Try it with me. I wanted to tell you that I finally got the job. Small pauses like this make your speech easier to follow and more genuine. Emphasis is another tool. Natives stress certain words to shift meaning. Compare I didn't say he stole the money, stress on I, implying someone else said it, versus I didn't say he stole the money, stress on stole, implying maybe he borrowed it. The meaning shifts depending on which word carries the weight. Practice I never said she was wrong, now stress never. I never said she was wrong, now stress said. I never said she was wrong, now stress wrong. I never said she was wrong. Feel how the meaning shifts each time. This is a tool natives use automatically, and now you can too. Small talk is another everyday practice ground. It means short, casual chats about simple things, weather, plans, your day. Even though it seems minor, small talk builds connection. A native might say, "It's really hot today, isn't it?" Or, "Did you catch the game last night?" Let's role-play some small talk. "Hi, how's your day going?" You answer, "Pretty good, thanks, how about you?" I say, "Not bad, just busy with work." You reply, "Yeah, I know the feeling." That's a simple, natural exchange that could happen anywhere, and it makes you sound like a native. Linking words help too. Natives use so, actually, by the way, anyway, and well to connect ideas smoothly. Instead of jumping abruptly between topics, you might say, "By the way, did you hear about the new restaurant?" Or, "Anyway, let's get back to what we were saying." Practice so. "What do you think?" "Actually, I agree with you. By the way, I saw Sarah yesterday. Anyway, let's continue." "Well, I'm not sure." Try weaving one of these into your next conversation. It'll bring you noticeably closer to native flow. Let's shadow a short dialogue with linking words. "Hey, do you want to go out later?" "Well, I already have plans, but maybe tomorrow." "Okay, sounds good, by the way." "Did you finish the report?" "Actually, I did, I'll send it tonight." "Good." Shadow it once more with me, keeping the natural rhythm. Connected sounds are also key. Want to turns into wanna, going to turns into gonna, let me turns into lemme. These blended sounds are standard in casual English. Practice in sentences. I wanna go outside. She's gonna call me later. Let me know if you need help. Gotta go now, see you later. These reductions are extremely common in spoken English. And rehearsing them helps you blend right into real conversations. Let's try a longer fluency drill. Repeat after me, copying the rhythm. I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow, grab some coffee, and then head to work. After that, I'm meeting a friend for lunch, and later I want to watch a movie at home. Now try it once more smoothly without stopping. Practicing longer sentences like this trains your brain to think directly in English, no translating needed. Try a self-practice challenge now. Pick a simple topic like your favorite food or your weekend plans and talk for a full minute. Use contractions, reductions, linking words, and natural intonation. Even without an audience, this practice gets your mouth comfortable with English rhythm. Over time, you'll notice yourself sounding more and more native. And remember, sounding native isn't about erasing your identity or your accent. It's about layering natural flow, confidence, and rhythm on top of the English you already speak. One of the simplest ways to sound more native is practicing conversations you'd actually have in real life. Picture ordering coffee at a cafe. A textbook version might be, "Hello, I would like to order a coffee, please. Could you give me a small latte with milk?" Correct, but stiff. A native would likely just say, "Hi, can I get a small latte, please?" Or, "Yeah, I'll have a latte, thanks." Practice, "Can I get a small latte, please? I'll have a latte." Thanks. Practicing phrases like these builds confidence for ordering, shopping, or making small requests in real life. Try shopping for clothes. A formal version, "Excuse me, I want to try this shirt." "Can you give me a different size?" A native version, "Hi, can I try this in a medium?" Or, "Do you have this in a larger size?" Short, clear, natural. Practice, "Can I try this in a medium? Do you have this in a larger size?" Real-world situations like shopping and ordering food are some of the best training grounds for natural English. Tag questions are another native habit, a statement followed by a small question like, "Isn't it?" Or, "Don't you?" For example, "It's a nice day, isn't it?" Or, "You like pizza?" Don't you? These little tags keep conversations soft and interactive. Practice, "It's cold today, isn't it?" "You're tired, aren't you?" "She's your friend, isn't she?" "They're coming, aren't they?" Tag questions are simple to learn but add a friendly, conversational tone that feels much more natural. Politeness also shows up in casual ways. Instead of a blunt "Give me that," natives say, "Could you pass me that?" Or, "Would you mind helping me?" These softer forms feel gentler and more natural. Practice. "Could you help me with this? Would you mind opening the window? Can you pass me the salt? Could I borrow your pen?" Adding these to your everyday English makes you sound both natural and respectful. Let's role play a dinner scene. "Hey, can you pass me the bread?" You answer, "Sure, here you go." I say, "Do you want some more water?" You reply, "Yes, please." Thanks a lot. That's exactly how simple daily conversations sound in natural English. Phrasal verbs make a huge difference too. Instead of long formal verbs, natives use short ones like pick up, hang out, run into, or find out. Instead of "I will meet my friend by accident," a native says, "I ran into my friend." Instead of "I will relax with my family," they might say, "I'll hang out with my family." Practice. "I'll pick you up at 7, let's hang out this weekend. I ran into my teacher yesterday. I need to find out what time the movie starts." Now in a short exchange, "Hey, can you pick me up later?" "Sure, what time?" "Let's hang out after dinner." "Sounds good, by the way, I ran into Sarah today." "Oh, really? What did you find out?" These are exactly the kinds of exchanges that give your English a natural feel. Listening practice ties directly into speaking like a native. The more you listen, the more your brain absorbs natural flow. Try TV shows, movies, podcasts, or short clips online. Pay attention not just to the words, but to rhythm, speed, and how sentences connect. Let's shadow again. "What time are you coming over?" Again, "What time are you coming over?" Faster, "What time you coming over?" Another, "Do you want to go for a walk?" Again, then faster. "Wanna go for a walk?" This kind of shadowing makes your speech sound more genuine. Let's finish with a longer fluency piece. Repeat, "So yesterday I ran into an old friend downtown. We hadn't seen each other in years, so we decided to grab a coffee. We hung out for about an hour just catching up on life. It was really nice and I found out she's moving back to the city." Try it again smoothly. Practicing longer chunks like this trains your brain to sound like a native step by step. It's not about memorizing every phrase, it's about building habits with contractions, reductions, phrasal verbs, tag questions, and polite expressions. Together, these small details create the flow of native English. Native speakers often sound casual, relaxed, and even playful because they inject personality into their speech, jokes, small comments, playful phrasing. If you want to sound native, bring some of that personality into your own English too. Instead of "Yes, I agree with you," try "Yeah, totally." Instead of "I do not know," just say "I don't know." Instead of "That is very funny," say "That's hilarious." Practice "Yeah, totally, I don't know, that's hilarious. No way, you've got to be kidding me." Now in a short exchange, "Did you hear what happened yesterday?" "No way." "What happened?" "Sarah dropped her phone in the pool." "You've got to be kidding me, that's hilarious." Yeah, totally, she was so embarrassed. Feel how casual and fun that sounds. That's the style to aim for. Natural reactions matter too. Instead of full sentences, natives often respond with quick words. Really? Wow. Oh no, that's great. That's too bad. These keep conversations flowing and show emotion naturally. Practice really. Wow. Oh no, that's great. That's too bad. Amazing. If I say, I just got a new job, you might reply, that's great. If I say, I lost my wallet yesterday, you could say, oh no, that's too bad. If I say, I saw the funniest movie last night, you might respond, wow, really? That sounds fun. Practicing these reactions helps you sound native in real conversations. Storytelling is another everyday native habit. Natives tell short stories about their day or something funny that happened. Without worrying about perfect grammar, they focus on keeping it moving and interesting, adding small details and emotion. Listen to this story. So yesterday I was on the bus and this little kid started singing really loudly. Everyone looked at him and he just kept singing like he was on stage. It was hilarious and it made my whole day. Repeat it with me slowly. This is the rhythm that makes storytelling sound native. Now try your own. Think of something small and funny that happened recently, like spilling coffee or bumping into an old friend, and tell that story with simple sentences and natural reactions. Don't aim for perfect, aim for natural and confident. Emphasis words like so, really, and super add life too. Instead of I am tired, say I'm so tired. Instead of it's hot today, try it's really hot today. Practice. I'm so hungry, it's really cold. That movie was super funny. I'm so excited. In conversation, are you hungry? Yeah, I'm so hungry I could eat anything. Do you like the movie? Yeah. It was super funny, I really enjoyed it. These small words bring real energy to your English. Rhythm and stress apply to full sentences too. Natives don't give equal weight to every word. Listen, I want to go to the store. Want and store carry the stress while to and the stay soft. Practice, I want to go to the store, emphasizing want and store. Another, she needs to finish the report, stressing needs and report while the small words fade quietly. Let's shadow a paragraph for rhythm. I was walking home from work and I saw this amazing sunset. The sky was so bright and the colors were incredible. I stopped for a moment just to look at it because it was really beautiful. Repeat slowly, then faster. Shadowing with rhythm trains your voice to copy the natural music of English. Casual pronunciation is one of the trickier parts. Natives drop sounds when speaking fast. Want to becomes wanna, going to becomes gonna, did you becomes didja, what do you becomes wadya. Practice. Do you wanna come over? I'm gonna take a break. Did you see that movie? Wadya, think about it. These might feel odd at first, but with practice they'll start feeling completely natural. Let's combine everything, contractions, reductions, rhythm, reactions, casual expressions, in a role play. I'll be person A, you're person B. Hey, what's up to? Not much, just hanging out. Cool, wanna grab some coffee? Yeah, sounds good, I'm super thirsty. Great, let's go. By the way, did you hear about Mark? No. What happened? He got a new job in the city. Really? That's awesome. That's the exact flow and energy of real native conversation. The key isn't perfection, it's natural rhythm, natural reactions, and the courage to speak without worrying too much about mistakes. Building habits around natural phrasing is powerful too. Instead of always thinking in grammar rules, think about how sentences actually sound day to day. Instead of carefully saying, yes, I also agree with you, a native might just say, yeah, me too. Practice, yeah. Me too, that's right, exactly, for sure. These quick responses appear constantly in everyday English. Tone matters just as much as words. Say that's amazing with no energy and it sounds flat. Say it with excitement and it comes alive. Practice with tone. Say that's amazing with excitement. Say really with surprise. Say oh no with disappointment. Say that's great with happiness. Tone often carries more meaning than the words themselves. Linking words smooth things over again here. So, well, actually, anyway. Instead of starting a sentence abruptly, a native might say, well, I think we should wait, or actually. That's a good idea. Practice, well, I don't know, so what do you think? Actually, I agree. Anyway. Let's continue. Try slipping one into your next conversation. It adds the same natural flow natives use without even noticing. Reductions come back here too. Going to gonna, want to wanna, did you to didja. Practice. I'm gonna call you later. Do you wanna come? Did you hear that? I gotta go. These might feel unusual at first, but they'll become natural with repetition. Rhythm again, I need to go to the store. Stress on need and store. Softness on to the. Another, she wants to finish the book. Now a longer one, tomorrow. I'm going to meet my friend for lunch and then I need to get some work done, stressing tomorrow, meet, friend, lunch, and work, while everything else moves quickly and lightly. That's the natural rhythm of English. Phrasal verbs return to instead of continue, natives say carry on, instead of discover, find out, instead of encounter, run into, practice. I need to find out the answer. She ran into an old friend yesterday. Let's carry on with the project, pick up the phone. These phrasal verbs show up constantly in daily speech. Agreement and disagreement rarely come as a plain yes or no. Instead of just yes, natives say yeah, definitely. Instead of just no, they say no, not really. Practice, yeah, definitely, for sure, no. Not really, I don't think so. Exactly. Adding these into your daily speech makes you sound far more authentic. Reactions round this out. Wow, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Seriously, these don't add much literal meaning, but they keep the conversation alive. Practice. Wow, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Seriously, no way. These will make your responses feel more emotionally real. Let's combine it all in one story. So yesterday I was walking to the store and I ran into an old friend. We talked for a while and it was really great to see her. Actually, I found out she's moving to a new place soon. Wow, that was such a surprise. This little story packs in reductions, phrasal verbs, linking words, and natural reactions, exactly the elements that make English sound native. Remember, the goal isn't copying every sound perfectly, it's absorbing the rhythm and flow until it feels automatic. One of the biggest hurdles for learners chasing native fluency is thinking directly in English instead of translating. Translating slows you down and flattens your natural rhythm. Native speakers don't pause to check grammar rules mid-sentence, they rely on ready-made chunks of language that come out automatically. Instead of building a sentence word by word, they say things like at the end of the day, you know what I mean, or long story short. Practice these chunks. At the end of the day, you know what I mean, long story short. That makes sense, as far as I know. These save time and give your English a smooth, native-like quality. Collocations matter too, natural word pairings. Natives say make a mistake, not do a mistake. They say strong coffee, not powerful coffee. Practice. Make a decision, do homework, catch a cold, take a shower, strong coffee, fast food, heavy rain, quick shower. Using correct collocations instantly makes your English sound more natural. Intonation also shows emotion. Surprise raises the pitch, really, certainty drops it firmly, of course. Uncertainty stays flat or rises slowly, maybe, practice with feeling. Surprised, really, certain, of course. Doubtful, maybe, excited, that's amazing. Intonation communicates more than the words alone ever could. Reductions return once more. What are you doing becomes whatcha doing. Did you eat yet becomes jeet yet. These aren't sloppy, they're just fluent, everyday English. Practice whatcha doing, jeet yet, gimme a hand. Let me see, I'm gonna go, wanna come. These small pieces build the rhythm of native conversation. Let's practice a longer sentence with reductions. I'm gonna head out soon. But I'll call you later. Do you want to grab something to eat after work? Let me know if you need any help. I gotta finish this first. Then we can talk. Practicing with longer sentences trains your brain to use these forms automatically. Idiomatic expressions add color too. Break the ice means starting a conversation in a friendly way. Hit the books means studying hard. Under the weather means feeling sick. Practice break the ice, hit the books, under the weather, piece of cake, costs an arm and a leg, in sentences. I told a joke to break the ice at the meeting. I need to hit the books for my exam. She's feeling under the weather today. That test was a piece of cake. This phone costs an arm and a leg. These idioms give your English real personality. Active listening deepens all of this, repeating what you hear, copying tone, catching every small detail. Try this. This morning I woke up late, so I had to rush. I grabbed some coffee, jumped on the bus, and luckily I still made it to work on time. It was a close call. Repeat, copying the rhythm and intonation. Fillers like you know, and like don't carry heavy meaning, but they buy thinking time and add realism. Instead of I went to the store yesterday, you might say, so, I went to the store yesterday and like I saw an old friend. Practice, I'm not sure. Well, you know. It's kind of difficult, like it was amazing. Use fillers sparingly but naturally. Let's bring it all together. So yesterday I was like super tired, but I had to hit the books for my exam. I grabbed some coffee, you know, and then I studied for hours. At the end of the day, I felt under the weather, but I think I did okay. This paragraph packs in idioms, fillers, emphasis, and reductions, all the tools that make English sound fluent and real. Keeping a conversation flowing is another skill worth building. Many learners stop at a short answer, but natives usually add a little extra detail or emotion. If asked, "How was your day?" a learner might just say, "It was good." A native might add, "It was good, thanks. I was really busy at work, though. So I'm glad to be home now." Practice extended answers. "It was nice. I spent time with my family. It was busy, but I got a lot done. Pretty good. I just relaxed most of the day." Adding a bit more detail gives your conversations real life. Softening opinions is another native habit, using "I think," "maybe," "kind of," or "sort of" instead of stating things too directly. Instead of "This movie is boring," try "I think this movie is kind of boring." Instead of "You're wrong," try "I'm not sure I agree with that." Practice. "I think it's interesting. Maybe we could try that. It's kind of difficult. I'm not sure I agree." These softer phrases sound more polite and closer to daily native speech. Describing daily routines is a great place to practice contractions and reductions. Instead of "I am going to work," it's "I'm going to work." Instead of "I do not usually eat breakfast," it's "I don't usually eat breakfast." Practice. "I wake up around 7, then I grab some coffee. And after that I head to work. I usually take the bus, but sometimes I drive if I'm in a hurry. After work I like to relax, maybe watch a show or read a book." Simple sentences, but exactly how natives describe their lives. Exaggeration adds emphasis too. Instead of "I was tired," say "I was so tired I could barely move." Instead of "It was hot," try "It was super hot like an oven outside." Practice. "I was so hungry I could eat a horse." "It was freezing outside like an icebox." "That test was so easy." "It was a piece of cake." "I was so tired I fell asleep the second I sat down." These aren't literal, but they add color and life. Weak forms matter too. Small words like "to," "of," "for," and soften in casual speech. Instead of clearly pronouncing every word in "I want to eat," a native blurs it into something quicker. Practice "I'm tired of it," "I'm going to the store," "I'm looking for a job," "bread and butter." Notice how the small words almost disappear. That's natural English rhythm. Short conversational sounds matter here too. Yeah, yep, nah, nope, uh-huh, These tiny variations show up constantly and help you sound like a real speaker rather than. Textbook 1. Shortened questions are another native habit. Instead of "Do you want to join me for dinner?" a native might say "Wanna join me for dinner?" Instead of "Are you going to the party?" "You going to the party?" Practice. "Wanna join me? You going to the party? Need any help? Got a minute?" Coming later, clarity still matters though. While reductions are natural, natives also know when to slow down, like when giving directions. Compare the casual version, "I'm gonna grab some lunch, wanna come?" with the clear version, "I am going to get some lunch." "Do you wanna come?" Both are correct. Knowing when to use each is part of sounding natural. Small intensifiers add attitude too. Instead of "That's good," try "That's pretty good." Instead of "That's bad," try "That's really bad." Words like pretty, really, totally, and absolutely add strength to what you're saying. Practice "That's pretty good," "That's really nice," "That's totally amazing," "That's absolutely true." Contrastive stress shifts meaning too. "I said tea, not coffee." Stress on tea shows contrast. "He's my brother, not my cousin." Stress on brother changes the meaning. Practice "I said tea, not coffee." "He's my brother, not my cousin." "I need it today, not tomorrow." "We're meeting at 6, not 7. Casual time phrases wrap up conversations naturally too. Instead of "I will see you tomorrow," it's just "see you tomorrow." Instead of "I will talk to you later," it's "talk to you later," or even shorter, "see you." Practice. "See you later, talk to you soon, catch you tomorrow, see you later." Supportive listening sounds, oh, wow, show you're engaged even without full sentences. Practice oh, wow, oh really, let's bring it all together in a longer passage. "So last weekend I was going to just stay home, but a friend called me and said, 'Hey, want to hang out?' I wasn't sure at first, but then I thought, why not? We ended up going downtown, grabbed some food, and just walked around. It was really fun, and honestly, I'm glad I went." This uses reductions, natural time phrases, supportive reactions, and intensifiers, all the pieces that make English sound native. Remember, it's about learning the rhythm, the shortcuts, the tone, and the natural responses, one repetition at a time. Short, emotionally loaded phrases give native English its flavor too. Instead of "I am very happy," a native might say "I'm so glad." Instead of that is not possible, just no way. Instead of I do not believe you, a laugh and you're kidding. Practice. I'm so glad, no way, you're kidding, that's awesome, that's terrible. Linking sounds smooth things further, do it sounds like do it connected. Go on sounds like gowan, tell him sounds like tell him, practice do it, gowan, tell him, get it, make him. These small connections are part of why native English feels fast and flowing. Emphasis words return so, really, totally. I'm tired is fine, but I'm so tired feels stronger. Practice, I'm so tired, that's really funny, it's totally amazing, I'm super excited. Storytelling fluency deserves more practice too, so yesterday I was on my way to work. And I spilled coffee on my shirt. At first I was annoyed, but then I just laughed because it was kind of funny. Luckily I had a jacket with me, so I covered it up. Honestly, it wasn't such a big deal. Natural flow, real emotion, everyday details, that's how natives tell stories. Agreement and disagreement get softened again, yeah. That's true or exactly instead of a flat I agree, I'm not sure about that or I don't really think so instead of a blunt I disagree. Practice, yeah. That's true, exactly, I'm not sure about that, I don't really think so. Exaggeration for effect returns too, it was big becomes it was huge. I waited a long time becomes I waited. Forever, practice. It was huge, I waited forever, I was starving, that movie was amazing, natural time phrases. Instead of I will meet you at 6 in the evening, it's see you at 6. Instead of talk to you tomorrow, maybe just catch you later, practice. See you at 6, catch you later, talk to you tomorrow, see you soon, later, fillers and pauses again, well I guess we should go now, you know it's not that hard, like. It was amazing, practice, well I guess so, you know it happens, like that was cool, actually I'm not sure, let's combine everything once more, so last night I was super tired. But I decided to watch a movie anyway. Honestly, it was hilarious and I laughed so much. At the end of the day, I was glad I stayed up, even though I was exhausted this morning. But you know it's not such a big deal, I'll catch up on sleep later. Extended practice like this trains your brain to link all these small details into one natural flow. Speaking like a native builds gradually. Every time you practice natural phrases, copy the rhythm, and let yourself speak without fear of mistakes. Flexible, simple vocabulary is another key habit. Instead of always saying very, natives reach for really, super, so, or pretty. Very good becomes really good or pretty good. Very tired becomes super tired or so tired. Practice. Really good, pretty good, super tired, so excited. Swap out very in your daily practice and you'll notice your English immediately feels more natural. Casual set phrases are everywhere too. No worries means that's okay. My bad means it was my mistake. All good means everything's fine. Practice. No worries, my bad, all good, sounds good, that works. These make you sound relaxed and confident. Greetings shorten and relax as well. Instead of hello, how are you? It's hey, how's it going? Or just how you doing? Practice, hey. How's it going? How you doing? What's up? How have you been? Good to see you. Quick reactions to surprise show up constantly too. Wow, really? No way. Practice. Wow, really? No way. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Using these at the right moment makes your English sound alive and emotionally engaged. Reductions and weak sounds appear once more. Did you becomes didja, would you becomes woulda, could you becomes coulda, what are you becomes whatcha. Practice. Did you hear that? Would you like some tea? Could you help me? Whatcha doing? Friendly exaggeration comes back too. It was a little bit difficult becomes it was super hard. I waited for. Sometime becomes I waited forever. Practice. I waited forever, it was super hard. I was starving, that movie was hilarious. The test was a nightmare. Softening phrases for politeness round this section out. Instead of give me that, try could you pass me that? Instead of I don't like it, try I'm not really into it. Instead of you're wrong, try I don't think that's right. Practice. Could you pass me that? I'm not really into it. I don't think that's right. Would you mind helping me? I guess we'll see. Let's combine these into longer sentences. Hey, how's it going? I'm so tired today, but the weekend was awesome. We went hiking and it was super fun. Another, did you hear about Sarah? She got a new job downtown. That's awesome, right? And one more, don't worry about it, my bad, everything's all good now. For a final fluency drill in this section, so, yesterday was kind of crazy. I was going to just relax, but then a friend called me and I thought, why not? We went out for dinner and the food was amazing. Honestly, I was starving, so it was perfect. At the end of the day, I was so glad I went. This kind of extended practice brings together contractions, casual phrases, fillers, rhythm, and emotion, and the more you rehearse chunks like this, the closer you'll sound to a native speaker. The small details are the real secret, not just grammar and vocabulary, but rhythm, reductions, reactions, and the natural way people actually speak. One of the last major habits to master is comfort with small, everyday expressions. Instead of thank you very much, natives often just say thanks a lot or simply thanks. Instead of you're welcome, they say no problem or anytime. Practice. Thanks a lot, thanks, no problem, anytime, sure thing. These quick, natural replies make your English feel far more authentic in daily interactions. Uncertainty words appear often too, well, I guess, kind of, sort of, used when someone isn't fully sure. This makes speech feel relaxed and real, since people rarely talk in perfectly complete sentences all the time. Practice, well, I guess so, kind of, yeah, sort of, I guess that works, maybe I'm not sure. Closing phrases wrap conversations up smoothly. Instead of ending suddenly, natives say things like, all right, I gotta go, catch you later, or talk soon. Practice, all right. I gotta go, catch you later, talk soon, see you around. Later, rhythm in longer sentences deserves one more pass. Practice, I was going to meet a friend after work, but plans changed. So I just stayed home and watched a movie, stressing meet, friend, work, plans, stayed, and movie, letting the smaller words move quickly. Another, tomorrow I'm getting up early, grabbing some coffee and heading straight to the office because I've got a busy day. With practice, this rhythm starts to feel completely natural. Attitude words add expressiveness too, actually softens or sharpens a sentence, basically summarizes, honestly adds emotional truth. Practice, actually I'm not sure, basically that's it, honestly I was surprised, seriously it was amazing, literally I couldn't believe it, let's practice storytelling once more. Since it ties everything together, so last week I decided to try cooking something new. Honestly, it was a total disaster at first. I burned the first batch and the kitchen was a mess. But then I tried again and it actually turned out really good. At the end of the day, I was glad I didn't give up. Repeat slowly, then a little faster. Stories like this are packed with reductions, natural expressions, emotion, and rhythm, everything that defines native-sounding English. Finally, let's talk about confidence, because even native speakers stumble, hesitate, and use fillers. What makes them sound fluent is that they keep going without stressing over perfection. Fluency is about flow, not flawlessness. So the most important step toward sounding native is daily practice, steady confidence, and letting English become part of your everyday life. One last fluency exercise. I'm not perfect, but I'm improving every day. My English is getting smoother and I feel more confident each time I practice. I know that if I keep going, I'll sound more and more like a native speaker. Say this to yourself often. It's a reminder that progress comes from consistency, not perfection. So as we close out this episode, remember everything we covered: contractions, reductions, rhythm, fillers, reactions, idioms, and casual expressions. Each small piece brings you closer to sounding native. Don't fear mistakes, they're part of the process. What matters is that you keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep enjoying the ride of learning English. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder: if this episode helped you, subscribe to Motion English Podcast and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode. That way you'll always have fresh practice to build your fluency, step by step. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. Keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, you really can speak English like a native speaker. See you in the next episode.